All right, so here we're gonna show you how to do the tie of the bolt snap for the SPG. We have two different knots, one we use for the SPG and one we use for the long hose. So first off, get a nice long piece of cave line so it's easy for you to work with. And align the eye of the bolt snap by the metal and the hose meet. And now we're going to start looping this around the hose. The trick is to keep everything nice and neat and tight, so sometimes going slow is the best way. When everything is nice and neat and you have about 5 or 6 loops around, now it's time to start tightening everything up, and we're going to do our knot. It's just a regular knot. At this point is where I want to make sure everything is nice and tight. And then you close it off with the same knot. There you go. And now we're going to cut it. And then the final step is when we use a lighter and take off the ends. Once it gets a little bit hot like that, you can push it in. And there we go. That's how we tie the SPG. All right, this is the second knot. First thing we got to do is we got to measure our fingers to the right position. So if you notice how my hand is against the regulator, and I align up my index finger and my thumb to how I would unsnap it naturally. Once I kind of have an idea where it's going to go, which is right about there, that's where we're going to tie the bolt snap. It starts out just like the SPG knot, but then towards the end we do a few other little steps. So keeping things nice and neat, let's wrap around the eye of the bolt snap around the hose. Again, going slow is usually the best bet to keep everything nice and neat. This one we don't have to go around as much as the SPG one, so I think I only will do around 3 or 4 here. And then once we got it nice and neat, we're going to make a knot. I'm moving it down to the right position where we measured with my thumb. So it was right around there. There's the first knot. I like doing it really close to the metal. So if you notice when I tie it down right there, I make sure it's very tight. And then I simply, once it's nice and tight, I'm simply going to move it back just like that. And then finish the knot on the other side. There's one knot. Make sure it's nice and tight. And I'm going to finish it off with this knot. There. Then just like before, we cut the ends. And then burn it. And that's it. Those are the 2 knots. And yep, everything fits perfect.